Hello dear students, in this video I'll continue with time series. Here I'll solve the questions on moving averages from exercise 23.1 from chapter 23 CBSE Class 12 Applied Mathematics by D Sharma. Now moving on to the exercise question. In my previous video I have explained how to find the 3-year moving average and 4-year centered average. Now we will see the exercise questions. The first question, the production of cement by a firm in years 1 to 9 is given below. So for years 1 to 9, the production in tons it is given here. Calculate the trend values for the above series by the 3-yearly moving average method. So here we have to use 3-yearly moving average method. So let us draw a table with columns year, then production in tons, then we have 3-year moving total and 3-year moving average. So we have year, production in tons, 3-year moving total and 3-year moving average. So whatever is given in the question is written here. So to find the 3-year moving total, we have to add the first 3 years data and write it along the second year, leaving the first year blank. So 5 plus 5 plus 4, 14. And then for the next 3-year moving total, we have to add the next 3 years data. 5 plus 5 plus 6, 16. And then for the next value, we have to add these 3 years data. So 5 plus 6 plus 7, 18. And then for the next 3 years data has to be added and it has to be written along the 5th year. 6 plus 7 plus 8, which is 21. And we have to proceed like this. Then 7 plus 8 plus 9. So it is 24. Then 8 plus 9 plus 8, 25. And then 9 plus 8 plus 10, 27. So we have to proceed until we reach the last year's data. Now the 3-year moving average is calculated by dividing this value by 3. 3-year moving average is nothing but is the average of these 3 values for the second year. So it is 14 divided by 3, which is 4.67. Here we have to divide 16 by 3, which is 5.33. Then 18 by 3, 6, 21 by 3, 7, 24 by 3, 8, 25 by 3, 8.33, and 27 by 3 is 9. So these are the respective moving averages for the given data, the 3-year moving average for the given data. Moving on to the next question. Calculate 3 yearly moving averages for the following data. We have year and the annual sales in 10,000 rupees. So let us draw the table. So we have year and the annual sale in 10,000 rupees. Then we have the next column 3-year moving total and the next column 3-year moving average. So for the year 2006, we have to add these 3.6 plus 4.3 plus 4.3. So it is 12.2. And then we have to add the next 3 years data. 4.3 plus 4.3 plus 3.4, which is 12. And then we have to add the next 3 years data. 4.3 plus 3.4 plus 4.4, 12.1. And we have to proceed until we reach the last data. The sum is 13.2. Then the next 3 years, 4.4 plus 5.4 plus 3.4 is again 13.2. And the last 3 years data. So it is 11.2. Now the 3-year moving average, it is calculated by dividing this total by 3. So 12.2 by 3, 4.07, 12 by 3, 4, 12.1 by 3, 4.03, 13.2 by 3 is 4.4. 13.2 by 3 again 4.4. 11.2 by 3 is 3.73. So these are the values for the 3-year moving average for the given data. Moving on to the next question. In an influenza epidemic, the number of cases diagnosed were. So the date in March is given from 1, 2, 3 up to etc. 14, and the number of cases diagnosed, it is also given along with the date. We have to calculate 3 days moving averages and display them and the original figures on the same graph. So let us draw the table. So we have for various dates the number of cases diagnosed as given in the question. Now we need to calculate 3 days moving average for this data. So first let us find 3-day moving total and then 3 days moving average. So 3-day moving total, add the first 3 days total, so it is 7. Then the next 3 days total 17. Then the next 3 days total 37. Then the next 3 days total 59. Then the next 3 days total 20 plus 27 plus 46, it is 93. Then we have the next 3 days total 27 plus 46 plus 30, it is 103. Then we have the next 3 days total 107. Like that we have to proceed until we reach the last data. 31 plus 18 plus 11, 60. Then 18 plus 11 plus 5, 34. Then 11 plus 5 plus 0, 16. Then 5 plus 0 plus 1, 6. So we have found the 3 days moving total. Now let us find the 3 days moving average. We have to divide each of these value by 3. So first we have 7 by 3, it is 2.33. Then 17 by 3, 5.67. Then 37 by 3, it is 12.33. Then 59 by 3, it is 19.67. Then 93 by 3, 31. Then 103 by 3, it is 34.33. 107 by 3, 35.67. 79 by 3, 26.33. 60 by 3, 20. 34 by 3, 11.33. 16 by 3, 5.33. And 6 by 3 is 2. So these are the 3-day moving average. Now let us plot the given data and the 3-day moving average on a graph. So if we plot the given data on the graph, we have a graph like this. So here we have the date and here we have the number of cases diagnosed. So this is the date and this is the number of cases diagnosed. Okay. So if we plot the given number of cases diagnosed, it is a graph like this, and then on the same graph, if we plot the 3-year moving average, we are able to get a smooth curve. So the 3-year moving average is a smooth curve which is compared to the given observations. So here we can see that the cases shows an increasing trend, reaches a maximum, and then it shows a decreasing trend. Moving on to the next question. Calculate 5 yearly moving averages of the number of students who have studied in a school given below. So for the years from 2003 to 2012, the number of students who have studied is given here. We need to calculate 5 yearly moving average. Now similar to the 3-yearly moving average where we calculated the total of 3 years, here we have to calculate 5-year moving total and 5-year moving average. 5-year moving total and 5-year moving average. We have to add each of the 5 years and write it along. The first data will be along the year 2005 because this is the middle year for these 5 years. And then we have to add the next 5 years data and write it along 2006, and accordingly we have to find the moving average. Now the given data is written here. So for various years, the number of students who have studied in the school is given here. Now let us calculate the 5-year moving total. So we have to add these 5 years data. Okay, it is 442 plus 427 plus 467 plus 502 plus 512. So when we add all these, we get 2351. And then we have to leave the first year, and for 2006 we have to add the data from 2004 to 2008. So when we add all these 427 plus 467 plus 502 plus 512 plus 516, we get 2423. And then for the next year, we have to add the number of students for the years from 2005 to 2009. So the next 5 years data should be added. So all these add up to 2516. So to find the value for the year in the middle, we have to add that year's data, 2 above and 2 below. So when we add all these, we get 2576. Then the next 5 years data for 2009, it will be 2589. Then we have the next 5 years data, 2608. Now to find the 5-year moving average, we have to find the average of these 5 years data. We already have the 5-year moving total. If we divide each of these value by 5, we will get the 5 years moving average. So here 2351 by 5, it is 470.2. Then 2423 by 5, it is 484.6. 2516 by 5, it is 503.2. 2576 by 5, it is 515.2. 2589 by 5, it is 517.8. 2608 by 5, it is 523.6. So these are the 5-year moving averages. Moving on to the next question. Daily absence from a school during 3 weeks is recorded as follows. So for week 1 and for the 5 working days, the number of students absent is given here. Then for week 2, for the 5 working days, the number of students absent, it is given here. Then for week 3, the daily absence for the 5 working days, it is given here. Draw a graph illustrating these figures. Calculate 5-day moving averages and plot them on the same graph. So first let us calculate the 5-day moving average and then let us draw the graph. So we have the columns day, number of students absent, then 5 days moving total and 5 days moving average. So we have to leave the first 2 blank and then start with the third observation. We have to add the first 5 days data and write it here. So when we add the first 5 days data, we get 145. Then the next 5 days data, 160. Then the next 5 days data, 21, 33, 40, 38 and 52. So when we add all these, we get 184. Then the next 5 days data, 206. Like that we have to proceed until we reach the last observation. Then we have 38 plus 52 plus 43 plus 58 plus 63. It is 254. And then we have to add the next 5, 268. So we have to add 43, 58, 63, 52, 54. So it is 270. Then the next 5, 288. When we add all these, we get 281. And now we have reached the last data. So when we add all these, we get 269. Now to find the 5 days moving average, we have to divide each of these value by 5. So 145 by 5, 29, 160 by 5, 32, 184 by 5, 36.8, 206 by 5, 41.2, 232 by 5, 46.2, then 254 by 5, 50.8, 268 by 5, 53.6, then 270 by 5, 54, 288 by 5, 57.6, 281 by 5, 56.2, 269 by 5, 53.8. So these are the 5-day moving averages. So if we draw the graph, here we have the number absent. The blue line represents the given data and this orange line represents the moving average. 5-day moving average. So here we can see that the 5-day moving average is a smooth curve when compared to the plot of the given data. So here we can see that the 5-day moving average shows an increasing trend. Moving on to the next question. Calculate the 5 yearly moving averages of the following time series of steel production. So for various years the production in tons is given. We need to find 5 yearly moving average. So let us draw the table. So for the various years, the production in tons which is given in the question is written here. So first let us find 5-year moving total and then the 5-year moving average. So leave the first two, add the first 5 observations. When we add all these, we get 1840. Then the next 5 observations, we get 1908. Then the next 5 observations, 1952. So if we are here, if we are having doubt, if we are here, we have to add the value for which we have to write the 5-year moving total, then 2 above, 2 below. So it is 362 plus 400 plus 419 plus 410 plus 420. So it is 2011. So we have to write the value for 2012. So we have to add 410, 2 years above, 2 years below. So it is 2099. And then for the year 2013, 420, 2 years above, 2 years below. So it is 2199. If we are stuck in between, we can remember this way. And the 5-year moving average will be 1840 by 5, 368, 1908 by 5, 381.6, 1952 by 5, 390.4, 2011 by 5, 402.2, then 2099 by 5, 419.8, 2199 by 5, 439.8. So these are the 5-year moving average for the given data. Moving on to the next question. Assuming a 4-yearly cycle, calculate the trend by the method of moving averages from the following data. So here we have to find 4-year centered moving average. So we have for various years, the values are given here. So for various years, the value given in the question is written here. Now we have to find 4-year moving total, then 4-year moving average, and then 4-year centered average. First, let us find 4-year moving total. So it is better to leave a line after each year, because to find the 4-year moving total, we need to write in between the second and the third year. We have to write the value here. We have to add the first 4 years value and write it in between the second and the third year. So if we add all these, the 4-year moving total will be 12 plus 25 plus 39 plus 54. So it is 130. Then the next 4-year moving total will be, if we have to write here, add the 2 above and the 2 below. So 25 plus 39 plus 54 plus 70. So it is 188. And now for the next 4-year moving total, we have to write it here. So add the 2 above and the 2 below. So it is 39 plus 54 plus 70 plus 87. So it is 250. And for the next one, add the 2 above and the 2 below. So 54 plus 70 plus 87 plus 105. It is 316. Like this, we have to proceed until we reach the last data. Add these two. So 70 plus 87 plus 105 plus 100. It is 362. Then 87 plus 105 plus 100 plus 82, 374. And then 105 plus 100 plus 82 plus 65, it is 352. Now let us find the 4-year moving average. 4-year moving averages, we have to find the average of these 4 values. We already found the total. So when we divide this total by 4, we get the 4-year moving average. So 130 by 4, 32.5, 188 by 4, 47, 250 by 4, 62.5, 316 by 4, 79, 362 by 4, 90.5, 374 by 4, 93.5, 352 by 4 is 88. And now since we are getting this 4-year moving average in between years, it will be difficult to draw the graph. So what we can do, we can find 4-year centered average. This is done by finding the average of two 4 years moving average. So the 4-year centered average is 32.5 plus 47 divided by 2. So it is 79.5 by 2. This is equal to 39.75. And then we have to find the average of these two. So 47 plus 62.5 by 2. It is 109.5 by 2, which is 54.75. Then we find the average of these two. 62.5 plus 79 by 2. So it is 141.5 by 2, which is 70.75. Then we have to find the average of these two. 79 plus 90.5. It is 169.5 by 2, which is 84.75. Then the average of next two. 90.5 plus 93.5. 184 by 2. 92. Then the average of these two. 93.5 plus 88 by 2. When we add these two, we get 181.5 by 2. It is 90.75. So these are the 4 years centered average for the given data. So if we have this 4-year centered average, we have it along. After 2 years, we have it along the 2001. So the trend value is for 2007 is 39.75, for 2008 it is 54.75, and so on. So this is the reason why we calculate 4-year centered average. I hope this video was useful for you. Thank you for watching.